Hi, my name is Christian Lee. I'm here for Aztec Music Group, and I'm here with... Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Yeah.
Sure. Paul.
Bruno.
John.
And I'm Andy. We're CRUISR.
Oh, perfect. You guys said it for me.
Yeah.
Okay, and so my first question for you guys was there a song or an album when you guys were younger that influenced you to play music?
Oh gosh, yes.
I mean, it's hard a specific one to say. I think mostly like right when I started writing songs is probably listening to a lot of Blink-182. But I love all kinds of music outside of that. We've recently been like listening to jock jams before our set, and that's been kind of like our go-to. And I'm realizing how much that has probably influenced our music more, at least
like
for me.
stadium music, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Andy knows every word.
I do. I know like a lot of words to that stuff.
Andy's a jock jammer.
Yep. OG.
What about you guys?
My first CD was the Spin Doctors. So when I listened to that,
I love
Really?
yeah.
That's
So
cool.
yeah, I think that was kind of an introduction to music for me in Nirvana when I was a kid.
Nirvana Nevermind was
Yeah.
mine. Paul doesn't listen to music.
Bob Seger, I think.
For me, it was like classic rock, like what my parents listened to, so like Beatles and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. And so speaking of another rock group too, you guys were on tour with 1975, a few years back. What was that like? Were you there for that?
Paul was not on that one. We had our old bassist Kyle with us during that, but it was a trip. It was our first ever tour, and it's crazy to go from. I mean, for me, like it was our first tour as a band, but for me, it was my first tour ever. So that was just a trip, like playing to thousands of people and going from the most you've ever played to is I don't know, a couple hundred. Well, we did one show with Matt and Kim, but
Sold
like
out shows across
crazy
the
going
country.
on the tour with thousands of people in every city, like finding out a bit about your band. I don't know, just a trip. It was surreal, more than anything. It's just surreal.
We only knew for like a month before. We had a month.
Wow, really?
notice.
Only a month to prep?
Yeah. It was grueling,
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like.
but it made us a better band.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and I still hear that first 1975 album. It takes me to a very like specific place that's just like on tour with them.
Yeah.
It's kind of an interesting thing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and 1975, they're a huge act. But speaking of huge acts too, you guys actually have a connection to the Chainsmokers, right?
No.
Well, here, I'll explain. So you
Nice.
guys have played a show with Bel Air.
Okay.
And Bel Air, the brothers, the Menso brothers,
Mhm.
they have a sister named Roses, and she was on the song with the Chainsmokers.
Absolutely true.
Someone
did not
thought
know that.
Andy and I were the Chainsmokers. Remember that?
Are you guys a Chainsmokers?
It was at Billboard Fest on the Sour Patch Kids yacht. Someone,
What'd you guys say?
we were like, sure, where's the open bar?
Yeah, no, that's true though. I think you might. I don't know which one of us
Yeah.
knows those guys. You know them pretty well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bel
Mensos
Air,
are
Bel Air
nice
guys,
people, yeah.
they're awesome. Yeah.
I've known Pat for
See
a
them
while.
around.
Yeah.
They're good people. Yeah.
My only connection that I knew is they're in a feud with Suburban Living.
Really?
Friends band?
over a magazine.
Wow.
One bad joke from the Chainsmokers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and let's move on. And so I'm next to Paul, and actually I have a question for you too.
Okay.
So what is the Ruba Club?
Oh no. Someone's done some research.
Yeah. Wow. It's a club I
You guys have
manage.
some too, don't worry.
I managed it for a few years. It's in Philly. It's in like Northern Liberties, but it's a pretty cool spot. Super dive bar. Used to be a Russian social club, but it's great. Yeah.
Awesome. And so you're on tour right now with CRUISR.
Yeah.
But here, I have some other names for you too. And
Okay.
So Cheerleader, Wild
Yeah.
Rumpet, Stereo Uprising, and Arson.
What?
So what are
Wait
these
a minute.
names? What are these
Where
names?
did you get that?
Where's Ashton Kutcher?
That was
Do.
that was every band I've been in since like 7th grade.
That's cool.
That's awesome. I don't know where you found that, but that's really cool. Yeah, that's
MySpace.
yeah.
We met
Definitely
Paul while he
MySpace.
was. Well, I'm sure we met around, but we played a winter festival, and I like saw Wild Rumpet for the first time, and that was like one of my first memories of
Cleveland, Ohio.
I was like, we met 6 times before that. Andy.
Yeah, probably. No, but I think that was in like 2011 or 2000.
13.
2013, that festival.
Yeah.
But I think then we played before that. It must have been before that we met in Philly.
Yeah.
Philomoka.
Cool.
Yeah.
And Cheerleader is a great band. If you don't know, check them out.
Yeah. Yeah, we're hopefully putting out a record end of this year. So.
And
Oh,
you know?
I don't know.
Oh, sorry. That's okay. Well, let's just move on to Bruno anyway.
Yeah, let's do
All
it.
right, you're asking for it, man.
So, who is Dirtbag Dave?
That's a very good question.
Dirtbag Dave is an excellent parker. He parks the van very well. He's a very good drinker, cigarette smoker.
Owned a hot dog stand in New York. Briefly.
Yes. And he's got a world famous meatloaf.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's an all around.
He hasn't been around this tour.
Yeah, he hasn't been around too much.
He's done a few AMAs for CRUISR though, hasn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, definitely.
He opened a few times.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, Dirtbag Dave's opened a few times for us.
Awesome.
Try and keep him contained, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
moving on to my next question too. What is the Little Lion?
Whoa! Holy crap! Little Lion was a restaurant that I helped my cousin open, so I managed that for a few years after we kind of had a little break in between touring, and just kind of jumped in there looking for some work while I was home, and so I did that for almost 2 years. It was like my little baby. Yeah.
So you have some experience in the food industry.
I do, yeah. Music, being a server.
Yeah, you and Dirtbag Dave have some.
Me and Dirtbag Dave. Wow.
Okay, and so my last question for you too is, okay, so what can you tell me about the former Bell, Spirit House, or Our Family Tree?
Oh, what? Oh my god, that last one.
What's that, Bruno?
Former Bell is like my little baby. It's like I grew up listening to like Dashboard Confessional and then Conor Oberst and then Tim Kasher and all these guys. So that was my singer-songwriter outlet. I've done that for a long time. A little more folky, a little more singer-songwriter. Spirit House came after. It was when I was interested in like lo-fi music. I was driving around in New York with my friend who put on this band Black Marble. So I was like, I want to make everything sound like this. So that was kind of lo-fi. So it was like take everything and manipulate it to sound as crappy as you can. And that's something I still do on the road. If I have something, I can go in like a garage band or something real quick and just record melodies and then plop it into Logic when I get home and redo it. And then Our Family Tree was like the dumbest, like stupid thing. I moved to Boston for about half a year and I was like messing around with electronic music, but only using sounds and things that you could do in GarageBand. So it was like very cheesy, hokey, like maybe 2 or 3 songs of just because I didn't have any friends in Boston. It was just me. So good research.
I
It's
feel like
crazy.
you've definitely grown since then.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's move more to a group-based question. And so, does the band really have like a Thanksgiving tradition of eating at Applebee's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far,
How did that start?
we've had, on the tour of the 1975, we basically, we had Thanksgiving and we were in the middle of Mississippi, and I think the Cowboys and Eagles were playing, and we really wanted to watch that game, and it was down to either Applebee's or Cracker Barrel, but we wanted alcohol and the game, so we ended up at Applebee's, and then it became a tradition because we did it again not too long after that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and now they follow us on Twitter.
Wait, really?
They made a
That's
bunch
cool.
of puns about our songs,
No
song
way.
titles, so that was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're fans of us and we're fans of them. They have a great steak. Can't really go wrong with
I guess
half price
that's right.
apps.
Yeah. I actually ate there last night too. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
They're
Keep
good to us.
it going. We might get some free stuff.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys get a lot of sponsors. But okay, let's move on to John because you're just
I'm right here.
right here.
I'm
yeah.
next in line.
All right, and so what is your connection between you and Aaron Tuning?
Speaking
I was just about to talk about him because Aaron Tuning is basically banned by Applebee's. I'm banned
Wait.
from Red Lobster.
Wait, what? Really?
On Twitter, sorry.
Oh, okay.
He might not be allowed in. I don't know. No, he and I became internet pals. I guess he he like
'Cause he was
messaged
big
us on
Van
Twitter,
before,
and yeah, he was a CRUISR fan. And then we met up in Atlanta a few years ago when we were playing there, and we've been buds ever since.
Yeah, he comes out to like every tour. He like
Yeah.
picks somewhere to come out. So we just saw him in Nashville.
It's always in
last
different
week.
spots.
Yeah, he's always just flying around.
It's
So
a 90s here.
he got me into the Astros, and yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. We were
Oh yeah, he's into baseball.
Yeah, super into baseball. So yeah, he's a good
guy.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, super cool.
Miss him, even though it's been only a week and a half. I wish.
It's only been that short.
Yeah, but it feels like so much longer.
I follow him, so I feel like I'm with him all the time.
Yeah, that's true. He's always in my pocket because I can text him at any moment.
That's cool. Okay, and moving on to my next question. So we talked about friends, but let's talk about family. So what can you tell me about the Acorn Ridge Christmas tree farm?
So, my dad ran a Christmas tree farm up until this year, since like 1991. Yeah, we lived on a Christmas tree farm. My dad, he basically did it so it was like extra money for like college and traveling, family, real good family man. So,
That's awesome.
but yeah, he just retired from pretty much everything, his job and then the tree farm. But I know how to cut Christmas trees down pretty well,
Oh,
and
that's really
I can identify almost any of them. So,
Wait, actually.
but yeah, and I'm really allergic to them. We've
do a
had
test.
fake trees, even though we've lived on a
okay.
Christmas tree farm.
I guess it makes sense.
Yep.
And so my last question for you two. So we talked about your family, but let's go back to your childhood. So is it true that you wrote fan mail to Bill Clinton's cat when you were a kid?
Bill Clinton's cat, yeah, Socks. I got a postcard from Socks. Socks, the black and white cat that Bill Clinton had.
You weren't old enough.
I wrote him fan mail because I'm crazy, and I got back a nice little picture of Socks in one of the gardens, and paw print as the autograph was on there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What drew you to like writing a letter to the cat though, not like Bill Clinton?
God, I don't know. Why did I write letters to Jonathan Taylor Thomas and try to pitch him on movies that I was writing? I don't know. I was crazy. I also had a pasta maker when I was like 9. I was a loser. Still am. But
I
yeah,
feel like you've grown a little bit since then.
a little. Not in height. Still at the same
Okay.
size.
Still love pasta.
No.
Oh.
That's it for that cat.
All right. Okay. So let's
So
move on
funny.
to the next one. And so, CRUISR originally started as a solo project for you, correct?
Yeah, they pick on me about it.
Bedroom project.
Yeah, no, it did start out just
Say it. And then I think John was the next member out of U4 to come after, correct?
Yeah. So John I knew from college, so I kind of showed him some of the stuff, and he was like, "Oh, this is really great. Like, let me know if you ever turn this into a band." And when the time came to turn it into a band, he was the first person I spoke to. And then Bruno and Paul, we kind of met through just playing shows. We had some other members that were in the band before, but things changed, and Bruno's been part of the main group for a while now, and then Paul, we just started, I think last year or maybe a little earlier that we started just playing with Paul, and Paul's like the first full bassist. Like, we have a lot of guitarists that play bass, so he was the full like bassist, and he kills it every time. So
Thanks.
that's been great.
It's awesome. And so I could tell the band has grown since then, from just you to now there's 4 of you.
Mm-hmm.
But
Longer
what's-
hair too.
Yeah. We're a hair
That's
band
true.
now.
But what's the connection between CRUISR and the Philly Musician Cult Facebook page?
Oh man.
One dead
So
number.
I think before I even had, I think that was kind of how we found the rest of our band when we first started.
Yeah.
So I remember I didn't know anybody because my process of working on music is very like isolated, and I'm just kind of working on it alone, and didn't really know anyone. And I went to shows and just kind of asking around, and somebody said, check out this is like a great way to find other people that in Philly that are like-minded. So that ended up being how we found our first guitarist. So that's kind of the connection.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. And last but not least, I have some questions for you two.
Yeah,
I left
so
you
excited
out.
to hear these.
All right.
I'm learning
And
so
so-
much about you guys.
And so why is the fire important to CRUISR?
Oh man, I think it was the first show we ever played.
Yes.
Ever. Yeah. And we play with our good, who's now our good friend Wesley, who we mentioned a little bit earlier for his
Suburban
connection
living.
to Chainsmokers. But
Yeah.
but yeah, he ended up becoming one of our really good friends. We play all shows with him all the time now. But yeah, that was our very first show.
Yeah, we've never played there since, I don't think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we played one more with Little Big League.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Oh, that's good
Who's
times.
now Japanese Breakfast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she took
She's
off.
coming soon too.
Yeah, she's great.
She's awesome. Okay, but I digress. Let's move on to the next
Yeah.
question. Okay, and so I heard for Halloween, like 1 year you dressed up as Chris Angel.
yeah. He recently just sent me a picture. He sends me like bad pictures of myself all the time to make be like, hey, look at you.
Why Chris Angel?
Oh, I just thought
Mindful.
Chris Angel is a somewhat hilarious person.
Funny, yeah.
Big fan, right? Big
yeah.
fan.
I'd say it seemed like a really easy costume. Just get some like really tribal looking shirt and a beanie and some black wig, and I was good to go.
It's a little more
Did a
effort.
little eyeliner.
You could have picked such easier. I think he likes Chris Angel.
I mean, I do
That's
enjoy his
tribute.
magic tricks. Who doesn't? Yeah.
I heard you even had some. Do you remember? I heard you had like some pickup lines too. And you're doing that.
Oh my god! I don't know if I remember those. I think I had some really cheesy pickup lines when I was really young because I had no chance in the first place. So I just why not? I think one of them was, "Are those space pants? Because those legs are out of this world."
Oh my god.
That works every time.
It
That's
works.
how you met Katie.
It never works. Like, actually, that's the funny thing.
And this is just a rumor, but I want to see if we can confirm it or not.
Oh,
And so,
boy.
is it true that a dog has jizzed on your pillow before?
100% true that a dog has jizzed on my pillow.
How?
And a parking ticket.
My
That's a crazy story. How did that happen?
my ex-girlfriend's dog had a weird habit of masturbating.
Where did he learn it from, Andy?
What a weird habit that
You
is.
came over.
That's a really weird habit.
A weird habit for a dog, I think. But it literally would do all the work with its body and keep its paws.
Well,
in
this
one
is
place.
weird. This is weird.
But it jizzed on my pillow,
Andy has such sexual dogs.
and I didn't clean it, and I slept on the pillow. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
Obviously.
No. I was gonna say.
There's truth to every joke.
No.
Are we gonna end this?
Pillow in the trash.
Do you guys have any pet peeves of each other? Because I know you guys been, friends for a long time. You've been for a long time.
Oh God. I don't know what could ever annoy me about Paul. Maybe my pet peeve with Paul is when he's in the very back seat and he tries to talk to you.
He's so gentle.
He says, "Hey guys, are we get you an apple?" What?
What? Text us.
We're gonna get you a microphone.
For a while, mine was like, no, Bruno would always yell at me because I'd be like, Bruno, you want to be on this side of the stage or this side of the stage? But it's always the same, like what side
We
of the
snap the
stage.
same every show, and he would still ask what side of.
That's a good one.
Well, thank you for taking time to interview. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And before we wrap it up, though, where can we find you guys on social media? Where can we find your music? Where can we find your debut album?
Oh shoot.
We are on all social media. I'm pretty sure if you just put in CRUISR, it'll come right up.
Yeah.
Some of them are CRUISR the band, and some of them are CRUISR, and I don't remember which ones are which. But
And CRUISR
if you
without
search
the E,
CRUISR,
Right.
CRUISR without the E, yeah. And then we're gonna be putting out a new song comes out on the 19th
I
technically.
think it comes
so
out the 20th.
I set it for the 19th, so
Well then.
under our manager's recommendation.
Oh,
Yep.
Mr. Manager.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 419.
419.
New song.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Mind Eraser.
Thank you.
Name of the new song.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
We
you
have
guys
super
have
soft
anything to
shirts.
say to the fans? Anything to the camera?
We have super soft
I love you.
t-shirts.
Thanks for watching.
Thank
Yeah.
you.